2K20 tutorial number 8. Today I'm gonna show you guys a top big man build that is guaranteed gonna help your team win. But the key is though, this build requires a winner's mentality, so you gotta have that, because you're gonna do a lot of things amazing, but it's gonna be very subtle, so only your teammates can truly appreciate you and other elite players. Now, if you enjoy my tutorials and you would like to see more, make sure you click on the link above on my all 2K20 tutorials playlist, where you're gonna find hundreds of videos designed to help you play the game better and enjoy it more. So a popping big man will always have on-card value in the 2K world, and as you can see here, this build can do just that, and he's huge. Now, his 3-point shot at first glance at 70 seems average, but when you really look closer into it, and I'll explain that later, if you build him correctly, you can actually get him a lot of Hall of Fame shooting badges, and when you give him these badges, he's gonna be a threat of any kind of pop shot. But that's not all. He has the ability to defend the paint and the lanes, so he is truly a two-way build, and you can see me rejection after rejection right there, and he can do all this. That's because he's also got Hall of Fame potential for his defensive badges. Right here you can see off the bat, off the press, he can actually use his Hall of Fame clamps to help out the defenders, and this build has incredible foot speed for his size. Look at me recover, show, and then see the distance I have to close here to contest the shot. Not only do I close that distance, I block the damn thing. He's fast enough to even bait corner passes. You can see here, Clay is going to go to Curry because I'm going to bait him. Look at the movement I do, fake, go back, and I steal it. That's my center, guys. That's pretty elite. He does definitely have elite ability to help, show, and recover. Look at the off-ball defense I'm playing with him there. Even though he's really big, I'll show you how to do all that later to build him, but you can see I'm doing a lot of show and recovery, and then I can recover again, and I'm long enough to contest, fast enough to recover. That is absolutely deadly. This player build are made for those who only care about winning, because you'll be playing a lot of subtle but amazing two-way ball all game long, guaranteed to help your team win. And you can see even in the demo, I was able to create a huge difference because of this build. So first things first, he is a center, so nothing special there. Just put him at the center. We're not going to make him an undersized power for any of that. He's just a center. Now, the pie chart you want is the one where it is half defense and half shooting. You want the sharp defender build for this guy. Alright? The physical profile, make sure you select the one with a lot of foot speed, because I feel like not a lot of people are going to choose strength anyways, and the way we're going to modify him later, he's actually going to gain strength. So foot speed is everything, because you want to be a great defender. And the attribute potential points, I have laid them out like this. I would suggest you do it as close to this as possible, maybe with some minor modifications as you see fit. But I have his close shot and standing up pretty high. You can probably decrease those if you want badges elsewhere, but those are flexible. What isn't flexible though is the shooting. You have to max all of the shooting up, because you want to gain as many shooting badges as possible with as high shooting as possible. Playmaking, we're not going to do any. Like, I didn't do any. I don't want post. I know the post rate is already high, but he's not going to do any post moves. So no playmaking. But what I did instead was I put defense and rebounding to the max, so I gained all of the defensive badges. And with no playmaking, the remaining points I had, I put it all in the close shot and standing dunk. If you're yearning for playmaking, you could probably lower the finishing a bit and get it to playmaking, but I suggest not. If you build him this way, where it's all defense and all shooting, you get the most out of him, because he can get Hall of Fame badges in only the defense and shooting categories, and you're going to maximize that. Now, in terms of his body shape, definitely go burly. This guy's going to be a defender, so his hitbox, even if it's the same size, burly just looks bigger. So whoever you're playing is going to defend or walk around him differently, because your guy just looks huge. So there's a competitive advantage there, especially when you are a defensive build, which this guy is. For the height, get it down to 6'10". He doesn't need to be too tall, because if you get it down to 6'10", you get major increase in speed and acceleration and vertical. The loss of strength is trivial, we'll gain that back. But you're going to gain a ton more on like perimeter defense, lateral quickness, and steal. And with minimal loss on block and rebounding. Very little loss on interior defense. So getting him to 6'10" is the move. That's what I would do, because I want him to be a speedy defender that can also shoot, defend the hatch, and defend the paint. His arm length, needs to be maximized. So you're going to gain back a little bit of steal and blocks. You're going to lose out in the shooting, but you gain those already because of his height. But because you don't lose any outside defense if you increase his arms wingspan, right? So now you keep those, you get the steal and block, you get the interior defense back a little bit because of the weight, because we max his weight, right? The key is we max this guy's weight, so he gets extra defense, interior defense boost to 87. So with max weight, max wingspan, he's going to be a very, very problematic defender. In terms of his takeover, the choices are very little. It's either the glass or the rim. So you can take what you see fit. I will obviously get the rim because I want this guy to defend the hedge a lot. And if you do that, you're going to end up with a glass cleaning lockdown that has similarities to Embiid, Anthony Davis, and Alonso Mourning. Pretty good company. So if you get him to 99, you can see there, this guy is going to be weighing at 280, maximum weight. He's going to have maximum wingspan, and he's going to have shooting, a lot of shooting, and defensive badges. And both of those, he can get the Hall of Fame levels, which I'll describe to you in detail later. But you can see the physicals, he's very, very speedy center, and he's strong enough. Remember, even though it looks like we've decreased his strength by a lot initially, we gain most of it back with the weight. So he's going to be okay. And if you look at the rest of his stats, very good finisher from the inside with the standing dunk, or the driving dunk, or the close shot. Excellent shooter relative to his center position, and an excellent interior defender, decent rebounder. Above average rebounder, really pretty good rebounder, and a decent, not very weak hedge defender. That's pretty good for a hedge defender. 69, 62 lateral quickness, 72 steal as a center is not bad. So on the court, really, with 70 plus shooting and Hall of Fame shooting badges, what you see here is that's the value of having a popping big man. You can see Willie Cauley-Stein cannot protect the paint. He has to play this pop, and when he plays his pop, Stanley Johnson is scoring. Guys, it's Stanley Johnson. Like, we're making Stanley Johnson effective by just setting a screen and popping because Willie Cauley-Stein can't defend the paint. And if you can make Stanley Johnson effective on your team, that's huge. And great handlers would love you because the hedge can't show hard. So you can see Cauley-Stein can't step up, which gives Kyle Lowry an open free after the big man screen. That's huge. So these are thankless jobs, but they help with winning. Now, if the opposing big tries to protect paint, this build will make him hit because you see Willie Cauley-Stein actually dropped that time to protect the paint, so you're going to pop. And when you pop, you're going to hit because you got 70 plus 3-point rating and you have Hall of Fame badges combined with your point guard's diamond. So Hall of Fame badges is what's going to help this build make shots and all your shot timing. But he will make them, as you can see from here. And the simple fact that he is early and at 280 is a skill. You can see he shoves Curry with his hitbox. It might not be bigger, but he's huge. So watch me just shove Curry away and then open up space for Van Vliet to make the shot. And for a guy that's 280 and burly, he moves really, really fast. So Hall of Fame clams got triggered there, so that's good for pressing. Watch me recover, stay, show close the distance, and block the shot, which he is good at. He has very high interior defensive rating, right? And you guys saw this earlier, but you gotta see this again because now you know what is happening. So to watch me bait for this corner pass on Curry. Because he's so fast and so long, and he's so big. He's big enough at 6'10", really, and arm wingspan makes up for it. He can get a lot of those kind of steals. The way this player is built, he's also a legit rim protector. Like, those attributes of his are actually very, very high. Like, he's a legit rim protector. 6'10", yes, but max wingspan and the fact that he's got decent vert and really good foot speed means you're gonna be in good position to help. Sometimes being large is not the goal, right? Because if you're large and slow and you're out of position, it doesn't matter if you're tall. If you're 4 feet away, you're 4 feet away. You're not gonna do anything. But because he's fast, he can close his distance and he'll be at the right spot. And he's not that small. He's still 6'10" with max wingspan with really good interior defensive stats. So he can do the job. You can see running back in transition, close the distance, and he ejects it 100% smothered. That is beautiful work. Grabs it again and blocks it again. He's always in position for blocks because he's fast. That's the key to blocks, is to be in position. That's defense. And to be in position on time, you need quick foot speed. Same thing applies to rebounding. Because he is fast, he can get these rebounds because he's in position. And again, even on the offensive one. And he's got good inside finish rating. So if you grab offensive boards, you can definitely put it up and finish it up. Remember, he's 280 and burly. Does that look like a guy that's 280 and burly to you? No, look at the way he moves. Like, that's crazy fast. And blocks. Like I said right there, right? That's being in position to play defense. You don't have to be just big. You have to be fast enough to be in position, and that's what this guy's about. Badges, very flexible. Max out the defense, max out the shooting. You're not going to need much playmaking and finishing anyways. You're not slashing. You're going to be popping most of the time. And if you're going to be slipping, it's a wide open layup. You'll be able to finish it. He's decent. So the way you want to organize the badges is flexible. personal preference. But like for the shooting, it's gotta be, some of these gotta be Hall of Fame. So catch and shoot gotta be Hall of Fame. Corner specialist gotta be Hall of Fame. That's gonna help your point guard 5-out when he wants to. And 5-out likely won't be back like in 2K18, but it's gonna be back because of all the blow-by animations. Pick and popper, obviously, make yourself a threat. Range extended and make it further. Quick draw is definitely a must because big man has slower jump shot release this year. Alright, so quick draw is a must at some sort of level. Doesn't have to be silver, doesn't need to be Hall of Fame, but you gotta have quick draw at some level. But if you got all of these, even if you got a 70, 170-ish free ball, you're gonna be fine. You're gonna be a threat. People are gonna guard you. That's all you want. You just want people to guard it. And from the defensive badges standpoint, obviously get brick wall because you'll be picking and popping a lot. Get the box out, get the rebound chaser, and then make sure you get clamps for the pressing if you want. This guy can press because remember, he's very, very fast for a center. So if you use him, you can run a press heavy defense if the opposing point guard is not good at dealing with pressure, which most aren't. And you're gonna get Intimidator and Rim Protector because he is fast enough to be always in position, so you want to reward him for being in the quick position to contest a shot. So Rim Protector and Intimidator for sure. So overall, I consider this likely the best big man build to help the team win if you already have like a very solid handler and a good secondary scorer. Like this is the guy that complements the team and perfects everybody else. Like if you're playing with decent players, this guy's gonna make everyone better. And like the other big man build I showed you though, that guy is actually the other one, like in tutorial number 1, if you want to check that out, that one is a superstar big man build. Like that one, it's like if your big man happens to be better playmaker or scorer than your secondary scorer, or maybe even your point guard, you're gonna need that build. But if you already got a good point guard and a decent sharp, this is the big man you want for your team or in the park. This is the guy you want if you're playing with a surefire, bona fide handler. This guy will make everybody better with his popping offense. And if you're a good defender, you're always going to be in position to contest everything, and you're going to contest it well because of your abilities, but you're going to be in the spot because of your reaction time, your own skills, but you're going to be fast enough to get there because this guy is really, really fast for a center, moving at 280 and burly. It's like a grizzly bear rolling down the hill. That's what this guy feels like. Make him try it out in the demo. You'll see what I mean. You'll feel like a grizzly bear rolling down the hill. So, as always, thanks for coming by. I appreciate you guys' support. Leave a comment in the comment section. Always love reading those. Add a like if you enjoy it. And shout out to BuckGG for the sponsorship. The game is going to be here soon. I'm very excited. Be prepared for still more build tutorials, but now more gameplay because I'm going to get the full game. Alright? So, thank you. And once again, as always, love you guys. And I will see all of you very soon.